Welcome, everyone.
Check.
Give it up. We're at the ANOTR album launch listening session. Yes. How are you feeling?
Excited. Happy to be here.
Yes, it's good to see all these familiar faces, and I'm happy to be here. Special moment. It's nice, yeah.
Yeah, congrats. I mean, for the people that are watching online, we are joined by a live audience who is getting very cozy with their food. And for the people that are here live, we're also joined through a live stream on Twitch. So yeah, I think everyone's here for the music, obviously, so let's get into that. I want to talk about the first track that we're going to listen to, Withness, which is also the title track. So maybe before we listen to it, let's talk a little bit about how that came about and, yeah, share a little bit with us.
So we make most of our music at like writing camps, or we call it retreats, where we go into nature, disconnect for like a week or 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and just make music. And how this track came about was like, I think we were with around 10 people, yeah. 10 people,
10 people.
And just having fun, taking mushrooms, smoking a lot of weed. And really was a party, and I don't know, we just had this energy going where everyone was putting in anything, and we were giving the mic to everyone, even people that aren't making music, and it was just a party and a celebratory energy. And then, yeah, the track just came about.
And I remember, like, when we, so basically when we have the loop going, you sort of have an instant feeling like, okay, it's a dance record, you want to dance to it. And I remember just having 10 guys in the room, and like we were all like dancing and like not even making music anymore, just focused on like the energy that we created. And someone would like only make like a little build up to get that impact of the first kick hitting in. And then I remember watching Kai just like as if he was on the festival himself. He was like in it, and I was like, wow, this is great. This is great. So yeah.
And you knew
we're
on the right track.
Yes, yes, definitely.
Okay, awesome. I mean, shall we listen?
Yeah, let's do it.
Also, feel free to move a little bit. And I hope that the people at home are moving, because you're not even being watched.
Can't stop it, yeah. You can't stop it, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I think now we understand him dancing in the studio already.
It was super hypnotic, and we have like this thing. I think it started maybe a year ago, where we said like, okay, guys, let's go. We do open mic night, and we just like anybody puts down anything, and then it's just I think O started with yeah. And then it's like everybody puts up a layer, and it's just this sort of estafette of like, okay, I got an idea. And then in the end, all this mumbling ends up to something, and I said like, can't stop me. And then I said something like, all night long with the Withness. And it just came out of nowhere. And then the next day we felt like, okay, that actually feels like something that could be a feeling for the album. Like the feeling of all being together in that moment and making that song and having a party like that. Like the friends that were there with us were the witness of that moment. And I think like that's one of the important things of dance music and going out and sharing these moments together. And yeah, the making of this song really captured that. So that's why it's the first track and the title track.
That's beautiful. And I also think it's interesting what you're saying. So it comes a little bit from an energy of actually not overthinking it and being more playful in the moment, right? So
Yeah, this is something we encourage always when making music, but also like in life in general, like just to be playful, try out new things, be together with people that you love and you share these moments with, and you know you're more exposed to like inspiration, fun, joy. That's what keeps us young, I guess.
yeah, for sure. And that's also like the inner child, basically. And that's also immediately, did you know immediately, okay, this is going to be the title track? This is the energy of the album?
The next day.
Yeah, the next day, yeah.
Next day we were sitting together with everyone, and I think we had a meeting also about the album. And have in mind this was like December, so we were already in the need of delivering the whole concept around the album and building around it. But I think we already had the idea and the feeling that we wanted to do like a sort of dance-focused album. But the idea of like, okay, what does that mean, and like the broader spectrum, like the broader framework of it, really happened when we were all dancing together there in that moment in the studio. So
I like that. And it's also interesting that it started in December, because I feel like the energy is so gloomy and this feels so like fun and colorful and summery, like also with the space that we're in, and we're going to talk about that later more. But I think we can already move on to the second track.
let's do it.
Right? Which is called Like It.
Yeah.
And I think while we play it, maybe Eddie already wants to join us,
Eddie.
who's also on the
Eddie.
track.
Give it up for Eddie, guys.
But let's hear it, and we're going to chat to him in a second. Hello, how are
Hello.
you feeling? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm feeling very good. Happy to be here together with everybody. My name is Eddie, and I'm the singer of the song, of the Like It.
Yeah, and also everyone was already getting into it and moving and grooving. So nice to see. I want to know a little bit more about the process of your work together, you creating in the studio.
Yeah, we worked together in the studio, together with Gus and Mid as well, in Friesland, and with Kai as well. And yeah, the song just came about also on a jam, and we were just vibing and mumbling together. Yeah.
We were in a castle that we rented out in Friesland, and I don't know which time of the year it was.
It was in May.
In May, yeah. So springtime, and the castle was overlooking a lake, and I think we started the track when it was still night, in sort of. I think we were on drops again.
Yeah, as well.
There's a bit of a theme going.
Yeah, there's a theme going there. But yeah, so we started, and everyone was just as a choir, just give it if you like it. If you're with it, you should try it. And doing all these harmonies together and everything, and just singing like a boy band, really. And then the next day we sat down and just started finishing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think playing around a lot, right? Like you guys with the Talkbooks and also with the Mellotron.
Yeah, and I remember it was a really open session. Everyone just added a few bits, and then sometimes it would be Cuz behind the computer, and then it was Mid, and then it was us, and it just kept on evolving. And I feel like the more we built, the more it started to form, I guess. And sometimes it really feels like you do too much, but with this track it just we kept on stacking, and it kept on working. And maybe at the end we stripped some parts out, but most of it was all recorded in that session, and yeah, almost finished.
I know this is a pretty standard question for producers and people that make music, but how do you know that something isn't too much? I'm always curious about this, actually.
I feel like you feel like there's too much, it can feel like chaos. Sometimes you want things to stand out, and then if something is in the way of it, it's either the wrong placement for that element, or you have to get rid of it completely. And it's really trying to build it down to the essence, I guess, and also trying it out in front of clubs, and then experiencing maybe this part should be there, or maybe this part should be magnified and needs some amplification of what you're trying to tell with the song.
Yeah, you're actually in a great position for that, because you can test out your music before you release it.
We changed a lot while we're on the road. So we play it out, and then you feel okay, this part just feels off. And then you already notice, I don't know, something in you just feels okay, get rid of that, or the kick is coming through too nice, or the mix needs some touch up or whatever. So it's really the instant feedback that places you in a position of we know what to do now. It's also just playing the music, even if we would play unreleased music here, or even in the studio if you play it to somebody who wasn't in the process. Even without the other person saying anything, I feel you sort of listen to the way they're listening to it, and sort of, we get it super spiritual, whatever, but the energy that they might be feeling or whatever, you catch up on it, and then I feel playing it out in front of a bigger room is an amplified version of that. So.
The next track, Hold On Let Go, was also made during one of these retreats. Should we listen to it first and then chat about it?
That one was also with Eddie and Wayne Snow, who's not here with us today, but we made it. Yeah, he's here in spirit, and we made it during the same retreat in the castle in Friesland, which is up north in the Netherlands.
Before we go on, I want to say that there's a lot of comments in the live stream that there's a bit of an audio delay and we're trying to fix it, so just letting you know. But tell us more about this one. Eddie's on it again, you already mentioned, and you have another collaborator on it as well. Yeah.
I was in Friesland. And Mearns, Mearns, the city of Mearns. It's nothing like a city. It's like maybe holds like 500 people, I guess.
That doesn't count as a city.
Yeah. There's probably more cows than people. Yeah. We locked ourselves up for 2 weeks, and we were making music for, I think this was close to the end of it, right? Yeah. And I remember the sun was shining, everyone was laughing. We played football.
We played a lot of football that day. We also had an open mic. I remember when we made the intro of this song, we also had an open mic and everybody was like making like weird noises like ooga, ooga, and that became like the intro of the song. And I think the energy in the room was also very, very high that day.
Yeah, it was the first time we had Wayne Snow over. He's a super sick musician. And the way we usually try to reach out to artists is like we listen to artists on Spotify or whatever. We find them on Discover Weekly, and then just reach out to them and say like, we love your music. Do you want to come over? And then these artists, they sort of just agree on spending like 3 nights in a castle with 6 guys they've never met before. But we had a lot of fun. And Cas also, he's a producer and a guitarist and like multi-instrumentalist. He was supposed to come for like 2 nights. He ended up staying like a week and a half, I think, which was crazy. So yeah, we had amazing time.
Tell us a little bit more about the retreats. What is a retreat? You already mentioned it's kind of like a writer's camp, but not, maybe less formal, maybe less expectations.
No expectations. Yeah, expectations are the thief of joy. Because we just try to be there and like have the studio set up, and obviously you want to make the best music as possible, but we just want it to be there. And then when we feel like, okay, you just want to play around, that's when the best music comes, you know. And when it's just no pressure, we go out for long walks, we have barbecues, we go out for sports or whatever, and then the music flows really easily. And we have a policy where it's just like everyone can always chime in, everything. Like all the ideas are welcome, because when you have it, you can always decide to get rid of it instead of having a policy where it's like, it better be good if you try something, you know. So yeah.
And then you also do them in different parts of the world, I heard.
Yes, yeah. So we've done it in the Netherlands mostly. Like most of the retreats are in and around, in the Netherlands. But we've done it in LA, we've done it in New York, we've done it, am I missing something? Ibiza as well. Just places where like sometimes we have like more time to spend and like in between shows, and then we try to take a moment to make some music and connect with people that live there, and also connect with artists that are local from New York or LA or whatever. And I think it's a nice opportunity to be inspired and to, record new music.
I'm looking down because I'm already looking at the next songs that we're gonna listen to. Do It With You, and It's So Nice. I'm thinking, do you want to play it again and then talk about it? Yeah?
You make me feel so wanted. There's no way to say my name. I've been trying to find it.
And this is one of the songs that was created at your own retreat,
Yes.
right? Do you want to share a little bit more about that? Because before you mentioned a castle, but now you have your own castle, maybe?
So yeah, I mean, like we started doing the retreats during COVID, like 2020. That's when we rented like a small chalet on like a vacation park, and that's when we brought our whole studio. And I have like not too big car, and we just drag all the gear in the studio, set it up. A lot of stuff got broken, and like we lost it or whatever. And then we already had like this sort of dream to get our own place to build a studio. So yeah, now since August, this is a worldwide premiere. We bought our own place. We're now finished. Yeah, it's super exciting, and we're now doing the whole renovation, building a studio up there. We already had some like tryout retreats to see how the vibe is and like whatever we want to change to it, and yeah, so this was made there.
So it was this one. It's a nice Withness, crazy, faster. That's all made in like in 2 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
It's funny because this song, the drums were different the first time.
Yeah.
yeah, let's listen to that
First
actually.
version was
We have the first version, and so this is basically what we were talking about earlier, where you feel like, oh, maybe the energy is not right, or maybe like something is not clicking. And with this song, I think it was you, Jesse, who said like, yeah, I think this might fit for like a more like two-step breakbeat type of vibe, and we tried it, and it was like an instant, like we didn't even have to change the bass. It was like all there, but just not the right energy. And yeah, you can hear the.
So this is an earlier version of Do
Yeah.
It With You.
We don't have to think about my way. Make me feel like what we the way you say my name.
You get the idea. It's different. Like I don't know if people can notice here in the room, but like I feel like it's too much energy. It's like, yeah, it feels
almost
like
taken away from what it
yeah,
could be.
the
Yeah.
essence, exactly.
The other one felt rounded in a
Yeah,
way. Yeah.
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 And like it feels like the focus are chasing the beat instead of like with the beat.
Should we right away listen to It's So Nice as well?
nice.
So nice.
Is it possible when we play the music to cut out the microphones front of house? Yeah. Thank you.
Is it true that you weren't singing at first and you were focusing more on playing instruments?
That's true. That's
How is that possible?
funny because ever since working with these guys, I started singing and started being more comfortable with my voice as well. That was maybe 2 years ago, also in Mearns.
Castle.
Merns. So yeah, ever since they put me out of my comfort zone, I started being more comfortable in it as well.
Because you can sing.
Thank you.
Yeah. The next tracks that we're listening to. Sorry, did you still want to say something?
We can talk a little bit about this song.
Yes, I'm so sorry.
All
yes.
good. So nice, so nice. We made this, I think, together with Gus, and like the beat before was like, I mean, like we have the sample here. It was something completely different. So yeah, and then we sort of just see if I can get this done real quick.
So he's cutting up the sample, I think, and to get like the idea of how it was created.
Just had this like we had different drums, we had different everything, and then we just felt like, okay, it's not working, we're sort of stuck, and then we decided, okay, let's sample the music we just made, and we sort of, I don't know if this is gonna work. And then just, yeah, we made it from there. We had the track, this was like in, at like 3 o'clock at night. And we left it for a while. We only had like vocal mumblings and everything.
Yeah.
Then we went back home. I had it on my laptop. Still loving the idea. I played around with like a soft synth, made the bass line. Then we went to the studio here in Noord.
Yeah.
And we still had the vocal mumbles. And we were like, it's so nice.
So nice. So now whenever we say the word nice, it's like it's
so
just
nice.
cursed. Like it's all we can think of is like it's so nice. And but yeah, we've been having a lot of fun with this song, and we've been playing it out for some time now, and it's cool to see people dance to it as we intended to.
Yeah. I was already getting ahead of myself earlier talking about the next song. Because I think maybe you have also an older version of that, of Faster and Crazy. Could that be?
Yeah, that was in the same. No, was it in? Yeah, it was in the same retreat. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No. Yeah, we have an interlude. Yeah, the Eddie. Okay, top.
Because Eddie's also on Faster, right?
Yes. So this was the intro to Faster first, but now we cut it up in.
We started like 85 BPM, and just
No drums.
no drums.
Yeah.
And you had like crazy melody. that could have been the hit.
Yeah. The food just arrived and everyone was hungry, and I was so. In Dutch we have this thing where you say eet smakelijk, and I was like, for some reason I went like eet smakelijk, eet smakelijk.
Ben een milkshake, ben een chocolate milkshake.
It was just stupid stuff, but then like the instrumental was cool, and we just didn't know what to do with it. And then again for this one we also cut it up into pieces, and
Yep.
that became the intro to Faster and the interlude on the song album.
Keep
Yeah. So yeah, this we made again at the new retreat house, the trio retreat, together with Eddie, Osmi, Kai, I think Erik. Erik, yeah. Erik is another guitarist we worked with together with a lot. He also did How You Feel. We just had a lot of fun, and like you said, like started off with something completely different. Then we had food, and I always feel like two things or maybe three things give us sort of a refreshment energy. It's like having new food, going out for a walk, sleep, maybe weed and mushrooms as well, but like, yeah, that's a different story. So yeah, and then we started faster again. We had the interpolation of the Green Light, John Legend,
And Andre 3000.
Andre 3000.
Oh, talk a little bit more about that.
Yeah.
I don't know, the beat was just on and we were just vibing, and all of a sudden, sometimes you hear or you get reminded of a melody from a different song, and it blends right at the spot of the song you're creating. And we were like, let's just give it a try, you know? It fits well, so I'm happy it came out well as well.
Yeah, like we did our own version first.
Yeah.
And then we're like, well, what if we just use the sample? Then we did the sample, and it just felt off.
Felt off,
Really
yeah.
off. So we just stick with our own sample. So, and they approved it. So now it's out. No, go ahead. We never really do that too often.
No.
But if it fits, it fits. And I feel the music is meant to be first and ego second. So, yeah.
I was just going to ask a little bit more about the retreat. Like, does everyone move in the same way? Do you all create all day? Like, how do I have to envision it?
Well, it's every day starts a little bit different. You've been doing like indie mornings, yeah. So they play like indie music, and then everyone who wakes up in time just like starts to jump on it. Yeah, just super random stuff, and so that's a way to start a day. But sometimes we just start a day going to the outdoor gym, and then we're all like, no shirt on, and we start playing the music of the day before, and in that energy you try to keep like things going. But it's basically it's a very easygoing place. Sometimes people just do their own thing at the retreat, and they're not engaging in the music, and then they come into a room where someone is already building something, and then they come with new and fresh ideas because they haven't heard it from the beginning, So it's like a combination of doing something together and also on your own, I guess. Everyone has their own story.
Is it also a bit like an actual retreat for you where you can like rest and stuff? Because I'm assuming you're a lot on tour.
For sure. Yeah. I don't know. It feels like coming to rest, but also after the 2 weeks, you're super tired. It's nice to be in one place because we're on tour a lot, so it's nice to be in one place, but then I feel when you get excited by the music, it's easy to just go to like 4, 5, 6, 7 a.m., and then you get like shorter hours of sleep, and it adds up. But yeah.
It's energizing, but you still get tired, of
yeah,
course.
Exactly. That's it.
I also want to hear Crazy, if you're ready.
Crazy. Let's do it.
Server loco.
Take a piece of me, make you call my name. If you lose your mind, baby, I'll go crazy. Take a piece of me, make you call my name. If you lose your mind, baby, I'll go crazy. Take a piece of me, make you call my name. If you lose your mind, baby, I'll go crazy. Take a piece of me, make you call my name. If you lose your mind, baby, I'll go crazy. Take a piece
crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. We made this also at the last retreat in the retreat house. It was basically like a trial retreat for the house, so we could experience the house. And we went in without the intention of like finishing the album like that per se. It was all because we wanted to experience the house first, so we could get it done exactly how we wanted, instead of like moving into a house and then finding out like, oh, I don't like this, I wish I changed that. So we experienced the house as a whole, but this was the result of it. Like, we were just having a lot of fun, and we were on a roll, and I think we were in more of a clubby feel, because the house was pretty dark as well. And I feel like in that week we made like proper club records instead of leaning towards the more song. Well, it still has a song structure, but just different.
Yeah, I think we started with the bass. It's Cuss on the Bus. And then we first started with the drums, like almost always. Then we started with the bass. And usually when we start with the bass, we always feel like we get stuck at a certain point, because I don't know why. It's just maybe a curse that we have sometimes. But then we just felt after a while like we were trying out all these instruments, like guitars and synthesizers, and had all these different parts. But in the end, we felt like, okay, we had all these vocal sketches and the bass line. And then we noticed like maybe it's just enough, maybe less is more, especially for club energy. Like all the club songs that we used to make in the past had like its beats, bass, and maybe like some vocals on top of it. So it's sort of going back to our roots in a sense, but then still having it in a song structure.
Do you also do you go to the retreat with a certain intention, or like a challenge or a theme in your like mind?
I mean, always stepping outside of your comfort zone. We always try to learn. So we also started picking up singing and songwriting not too long ago. I started picking up playing guitar not too long ago, and just how like we challenged artists that we are with in the studio to step outside of the comfort zone. I think we challenged ourselves as well. Also because it's just fun to see yourself learning, trying out new things, and noticing like, wow, I can now do this thing that I couldn't do before. It's just super energizing, and I think also part of the playful energy. So I think for this retreat, like how do you say, sort of hoe noemen we dat? De inzet, of waar we naartoe wilden gaan, was the effort, yeah. Well, the goal that we wanted was just dance music, so that was the aim we were going for.
Yeah, and I heard that Eddie is now signed to the No Art label, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, woo. We haven't actually really spoken about how you met and how that process started. Maybe you can share a little bit more about your point of view.
Also, like 2 years ago, I've met Jesse and Oz through Kai. Kai is Jesse's little brother. Everybody say hello, Kai.
Hello, Kai.
And I've known Kai through Julius. Also, we have like mutual friends, and Kai was like, I think you should meet the guys. I think it's gonna be a good click. And ever since, we just became friends, good friends together. Yeah.
I think what we noticed from the very beginning with working with him is the way he works feels really close to what we do. Like, he has a lot of knowledge in like playing keys, and like his way of translating our ideas or his own ideas into our music just worked super well. And like it was like a oiled machine almost, you know. And like he mentioned earlier, like at the very beginning of when we started working with him, he wasn't comfortable with singing per se in the mic and like doing lyrics, and he was like, he only wanted to do mumbles and like harmonies and stuff. And then we were challenging him to do more like actual singing and like lyrics, and he taught us a lot about, you know, like I think what I admire most about him is like his way of translating his ideas into like into the music, and just knowing exactly what a song needs, and just the energy that we share together. It's always good fun, and he's always smiling when making music. He's always happy, and he's always down to go to like the last moment as well. He's never too tired to make music. So Yeah,
So it's like a creative symbiosis, basically.
100%.
We're gonna listen to the next song soon, and as we do that, you're gonna leave us again. But maybe before that, you can share with us what you're most excited about. Also, now that the whole album is out, and you're quite a big part of like this body of work, right?
I'm very honored to be part of it, and very, very happy that we could share this together with all of the Withness, you know. And yeah, I think it's a great start for a bright future for everybody. So yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you, Eddie.
And we are gonna listen to Talk to You.
Let me take you higher so I can show you love. It's a place of time, but it's for both of us. This is the world of mine. Ooh, you can't get enough. Let me take you higher so I can show you love. It's a place of time, but it's for both of us. This is the world of mine. Ooh, you can't get enough. Let me take you higher. Let me talk to you, show you what love can do. I wanna see you move. I know you can feel it too. Let me talk to you, show you what love can do. I wanna see you move. I know you can feel it too. Let me take you higher so I can show you love. It's a place of time, but it's for both of us. This is the world of mine. Ooh, you can't get enough.
Talk to You blew up.
Yes.
Yes.
Crazy.
Do you have, you said it's crazy, do you have a feeling usually which track will be loved the most or like resonate, or was it a surprise?
With this one, it was a bit of a surprise. Like, we loved it when we were making it, but I think like we made this in New York just after we had Burning Man, and we did like 2 writing sessions with 2 different crews, 2 different setup. And how the song was at first, it was like this, then it had like a C part, which just took you out of the whole feeling, and then back into this again. And then the first show we had was in New York, and we played it out with that, and it didn't land that much. So then just decided like, okay, let's get rid of that part. And then we started playing it out, and then we noticed like, wow, it's really starting to resonate with people a lot. And I think it was already resonating with us, but maybe because we were so in it, we couldn't see like how it works as one piece.
Yeah, and I think also like we never tried to like think too much about like, is this going to be a hit or whatever. It was Johnny, 54 Ultra, Jackson, and then Spilly Cave, Billy, in a room, and we were just having fun. We were 5 strangers to all of us, like only me and Jesse knew each other, and that was it. And I feel like just capturing that moment was enough to create music, and whatever the result was after wasn't like, we weren't really thinking about that. It was just, is it working as for the music for now? And that's the only thing that counted at that moment.
Yeah, we were in a really good sort of headspace. I feel was sort of end of the summer. After like when we first arrived at the house, we had like 3 or 4 days where we just did absolutely nothing. We had all the music gear there, everything there. We still had it in boxes. We didn't even took it out because we were just tired of the whole summer run. And I think that's a sort of how we kept the whole retreat going as well. Like, we didn't smoke. We didn't do anything else, and we just had like a rhythm of getting up at like 10 or even earlier, doing super chill mornings. I remember just sitting in the garden for like an hour and a half, toes touching the grass, listening to the birds, and trying to set intentions for the day. And I felt like really like we were in a really like chill spot in that.
Yeah, and also the crazy part about that one was like we had like a big garden in upstate New York, and there were just like deers that like ended up in our garden just chilling, and like like when you're exposed to that, like it also brings up that joy and that energy. So it's also like the location that like really had a lot of influence in this song, I think, and you can hear the happiness.
Yeah, what are actually some of the feelings or like emotions you try to get when you create?
In this song?
In general, I think, but also, yeah, in the song. But
I think we try to leave it open. We leave it open as much, unless somebody is carrying an emotion.
Yeah.
Then that's the emotion we're gonna capitalize.
I feel like we've always balanced between super happy or heartbroken. There's nothing in between.
Nothing in between. Yeah, and yeah. This one was really fun to make. We still have like so what we also do during the sessions is when anybody has an idea, we just take out their phone, because maybe like us is recording somebody or I'm recording somebody and you don't want to be like, hey, listen to this melody, So you record it on your phone, and then this is how one of the melodies started. So yeah, you just have you have an idea going, and then you put it in the group, and everybody has their take on it, and you amplify it, and we just try to put in as much ideas as possible. And as you can hear in the background, you might hear it. You can still hear somebody playing as well. So that's what I mean. Like somebody else is recording. You don't want to interrupt anybody else's creative process. But I feel when you have an idea or you have a feeling like, okay, this is a melody, then it's like a muse talking to you. And if you're not listening, then the muse is gonna talk to you less and less, because that's what happens if you don't listen to people. Or
yeah. So that's why you also just see what the feeling is that you kind of have to follow a little bit, because then it organically kind of grows. But I also think it's so nice to see these first recordings and then how it turns out. So nice. Crazy. Because it's such a process, right? And I'm assuming that you must have a big love for the process. Otherwise, this part of your work would be dreadful. I had a question. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask about the working between you two, because oftentimes you say you're with people that you don't know at all, but you're together all the time, I'm assuming. Do you sometimes get tired of each other?
No.
No?
It's like, I think we both know when to take moments for ourselves, and we know when it's nice to be secluded as well. And I think we're sort of balanced in that sense. So.
And I feel like also especially with the recording sessions, it's like there's a lot of people walking around, so you can divide your energy into okay, and now I'm leaning more towards him, and now I'm leaning more towards him, and then you have each other always. And I feel like also on tour, we try to really see our own time as holy, as well as the time that you're together working on something. So
one time, one of us might have extra energy, so that's the one pulling the session more, and then the other time it's the other person. So that's also one of the beauties benefits of working together. So
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Another track that I think some people were scared is not going to make it on the album is Paradise.
Yes. Also, but that's one of the tracks. But it's happening. It's going to be on the album.
So I hope a lot of people are going to be happy about that.
Yeah. World premiere.
We're happy. Paradise.
We've had too much responsibility. Just take us
Yeah.
Was this one of the earlier or even the first track that was made for the project?
Yes.
How did it shape the project?
I think this was made just before.
Before we went on tour.
Yeah, before we went on tour.
Probably like January.
Yeah, I had like a little like concept on my laptop where I had the beat and like the lead sound that is underneath the track still. And I remember Jesse saying like, yeah, that's crazy. Like you should work on it. And then we brought all our studio stuff. Well, not all our studio stuff, but just like a basic setup to go on world tour with. And then we started like developing the music whilst we were on the road for the previous album. And yeah, I worked on the song a little bit, and then you worked on it for a bit as well.
Yeah, you played out the instrumental on tour. When we started in like Europe, then we went to Asia, and then to Australia, and then we went to South America. And while you were playing the song in Chile, I had a melody in my head. Again, pardon the off pitchness.
I'm excited to hear these.
So wait. This is during the show.
During the show,
Yeah.
just like
I didn't know anything of this, so this is.
He was playing it out. I was just like, oh, I hear this melody. Let me capture it, and this was it.
But it was there.
It was there.
It was
like,
there.
The idea was there. It was just sort of, obviously we were playing, and I don't want to be with my phone in my hand and busy with anything else than just like doing the show. So I was like, let's do it as quick as possible. And yeah.
And the funny thing was like, while he had that idea, he sent it to me, and I was like, oh, this is sick. And then whilst he was doing that, I also had like a vocal idea at the very beginning, but I never really like pursued it. And I captured that moment as well, and we combined the two, and now the bit that inspired the break is the part I did, and he did the main vocal. And then we had Emily Warren, who also worked on one of our other songs. She came up with another melody, and that also got a part of the song.
So you've been a creative duo for so long that the ideas are just jumping from brain to brain, basically. Yeah.
And also, I feel like every process of every track is different. Like this track, obviously, was made over like months, and then coming from like his laptop on my laptop, and then on Emily's laptop, and then like doing the circles all around. Where sometimes like Talk to You was made on that session, like it was made in that session, but it's just like, yeah, give it all the ideas the time it needs till you feel it comes to a point where it's like, okay, this is it. So yeah.
How do you sort of pick, because a lot of people that probably ask after you play something live that isn't released, are you going to release it? What's the like process in that? And then also, once something is released, do you still play it then, or do you have a different process in that as well?
I think what is most important, if the music sticks with us, like we sometimes try out tracks, and some of the tracks that we've played out over the past few years like never made it to any album, and it's still like somewhere on the computer. But I feel like you can sense if it like sticks with you, and like if we both get our energies from it, and if we see like the people that, obviously they have a lot of influence in that decision making as well. But I always, like there's always a bigger truth inside us where we feel like, okay, maybe this needs a little bit more time, or maybe we haven't found the right person to sing on it, or stuff like that. It's just something that like makes it decide. And I don't think like any of the music that we make is bad, but just maybe not the right time for it.
Yeah, maybe it's nice to play a more underrated track, Sound of You.
That's one of those songs, for instance, that took a longer time.
Oh yeah, I heard it was like 2 years process.
But yeah, let's play it first, and then see.
Yeah, tell us a bit more about the process, also working with Teet, who's on it. Yeah.
I mean, we made the beat in like this was 2024 somewhere in the Netherlands again, together with Erik, and then we had the beat for a long time. Then we went to LA in like what? In Veluwe.
In Veluwe.
So like a random house. Yeah, random house. Then we went to LA and we sat down with Teet. Then we had his vocal, and then we sort of had the demo, but we sat on it for quite a while. And then again, we were on tour, and then we were like, okay, on tour, like, so our last album was On the Trip, and we had like a mix of all sorts of genres, like disco, but also like punk and like a country song and like R&B. And we noticed while we were on tour that playing it out, like all these different BPMs didn't go down as good for our crowd because they're not expecting it. So that's when we noticed, like, okay, let's see if we can get other old demos and polish those up and let them work in this show content as well. So we actually started working again on it while we were on tour for our last album, and then we finalized it and got strings done on it, new drums, and then we released it. So yeah, I think that's the process in a nutshell.
I really like this one, actually.
Nice.
Like, I think it's one of my faves.
Nice.
Let me think. Oh yeah, and it was 2 years. That's what I wanted to hear more about.
Yes.
It took. Why did it take so long? Or not? Why did it take so long in a negative way? But because some of the other songs were made in 2 weeks, but this one you kind of let sit and came back to.
I feel like the first demo that we did with Teet was in LA, and we made the song, and we felt like the energy was not completely translating to the clubs, and I think I don't know. It got a little bit lost in the sauce, I guess. Like because we were already moving on, and it's really easy to say yes to all the new stuff that you're making and forget about the old stuff that you've done. But like because we were on tour and we were, well, we were faced with this thing where like we wanted to play new music and we wanted to keep on developing while on tour. We just. Yeah, Jesse stumbled up onto this one, and then it was like, yeah, this is actually still really sick. And then he put some new drums under it, and so the development from moment one of recording the vocal till the moment where it was actually released, like or like finished, it was 2 years. And I think it's just the process of finding the right headspace and energy to finish a song as it is supposed to be.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask about that because you mentioned a lot that you're on tour and that you're in like these different retreats and spaces. Isn't it, like, I wonder if it's challenging for you to like always be in a different setup, or have you like found your own little routine to always make it like inspiring for yourself? Obviously, I can imagine if there's a bunch of cows and animals running around, it's inspiring. But while on tour, you might not always be in that setting, right?
While on tour, it's also like you want to prepare for the shows and everything, so it's not necessarily all the time that you have time to work on the songs or whatever. So yeah, like it's only if we have like multiple days in between, if we're on tour for like 2 weeks or whatever, that I really find time to work on music more. But for instance, like last weekend, we had 5 shows in 5 days, and then you're just like, okay, I want to get the songs ready for the next show, or like make some edits or find new songs. You always want to keep it interesting as well, so you sort of try to balance those two things out with each other.
Yeah, and also on the world tour, we were away for like almost 10 weeks, I think, or more than 10 weeks. And but like we would have like, let's say Monday to Thursday off mostly. So that was like a time where we could like try new things, make some music in our studio, like setup, in the studio setup that we had. We did it once in Bali, and then Canada, we did singing lessons also on tour, which was pretty fun. Yeah, we've been experimenting a lot, and I feel like being on tour also puts you in that. Well, it doesn't always put you in that headspace, but like it allowed us to be in that headspace because we had Monday to Thursday off. Yeah. Sometimes we would do fun stuff, go out, and sometimes it was working on music, and yeah. Yeah,
but I think the conclusion is that you work a lot because you really love what you're doing, it seems at least. The next song is the last song that we're playing.
Uh,
What kind of reaction is that? The next song is the last song that we're playing? Yeah, thank you. Dance Till It's Over, which, yeah, let's listen to it.
Dance and look outside. It's your window to the world. Baby, don't be shy. It's your window to the world. How does it feel to be loved by a human being? How does it feel to be crushed by the wind? Do you get used to the pain when they're leaving? All I wanna do is just dance till it's over. Stop the time, take a chance till it's over. All I wanna do is just dance till it's over. All I wanna do is just dance till it's over. Stop the time, take a chance till it's over. All I wanna do is just dance till it's over. Up in the sky, you take me high. I realize it's just a lie.
So again, we have Eddie and also Benny Sinks on this one. Tell us a little bit more about the track and also the collaboration with the two of them.
This is also done in legendary Merz in Friesland, in the castle. And
Really putting that place on the map.
yes, yes, it's actually a pretty famous castle, like for the 500 cows that live there. No, it's where to start. I honestly have no idea where to start.
This song, Benny came in for 2.5 hours. He came in, he said like, okay, I have 2.5 hours, let's get it done. He came up with the chords, Janer played the chords, Gus played the bass, he did the vocals, and he left. And it was like the last day of the retreat, but also during that retreat, we went on house visit to the new retreat house. And I think it was together with Eddie, Kai, and Gus, right?
Janer as well.
Was Janer to the house?
No,
No,
Janer
no,
was,
no.
he left.
So we already knew that we were gonna have the next house, and this was the last retreat, and also a lot of stuff happened at the retreat, so we weren't welcome anymore at Meerns.
Oh no, are we getting into that story or?
We broke his dishwashing machine,
Yeah.
but in our defense, he left it full when we came there,
Yeah.
which is like.
Thing is, we got too comfortable with the guy, and like he was basically like, so we were renting the house from him, but we were doing it over the chat, and then he would leave his like dishwasher full, or like it was still like a little bit dirty. We were like, what the, like this is not nice, But then we ended up breaking his dishwasher.
By accident.
Yeah,
Just
by
because
accident.
like a spoon or fork or whatever got stuck into it.
Yeah.
But whatever. And then
Side story.
that's the side quest story. So we already knew we're gonna have the new retreat house, and usually the last day of the retreat is always a bit like melancholic because we have to break it off and like la la la. And then we were working on the song. I had this vocal melody which sort of follows the melody of the guitar that Gus did, and because the song was so happy. And we didn't really want to leave. That's why it's all I want to do is just dance till it's over. So yeah, we did that, and then the whole vocoder and the switch.
Yeah, and I feel Benny also came in like he had no idea. He didn't know us personally. We just told him like shortly, like, "Yo, our album is about dancing." And he was. I remember like him asking me like, "Is it okay if I just start with dance?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" And then he came in, dance and look outside. It just worked perfectly with whatever the song was asking, and I think the combination of our sound with his vocals and his vocals on our beat just worked really well. And yeah, we kept after he left, we kept on experimenting. Eddie was playing the vocoder, which is like basically like an instrument that goes through a little machine that like blasts sound, and you have to put like a tube in your mouth and then make the sounds with your mouth, basically. Like your mouth is like an echo chamber.
Instrument, yeah.
And I remember like rehearsing with Eddie, like, okay, if you play this, I would just say the lyrics as we discussed, and he was playing the thingy, and for some reason I could do it with my mouth properly, and it just worked. And then we recorded that, and yeah, that was one of the first times we tried it out with the successfully tried it with the vocoder.
After Like It,
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like making music, you reminding me, is like such a way to keep your inner child alive, because you're just like trying out new things, and you have to be curious and just let go and kind of like be there for the journey, I guess. Not to sound cliche, but yeah.
Yeah, and it's also like there's a lot of people in this industry which we work with as well, and like if you talk to them, it feels like you're talking to a friend who's like, you know, like your same age, but they're like in their 50s, and we've come across them quite often actually. And whether you're like active in like a studio or like going to parties and you're meeting these people, like they're still young in heart and soul, so that's nice.
Should we do some audience questions, actually?
yeah.
Both in this space, but also online. Even before we started, the first question that I got was already, does anyone know what happened to Silver Lines? It says, they teased it in the preview video. Will it be a solo release? They want to know more about Silver Lines.
We want to give it its own moment. We feel the album is such a big project, so we want to give that its breathing space. And then we want to also give Silver Lines their own moment. So it's going to have a really special release. We're working together with a super special label, which we not often do, so it's a big exemption. But we're super hyped about it. It's like the destination where it's going to be released on is a dream come true as well, so that's nice.
And it's been a long time since we last released on a different label, so yeah, it's cool to see it all come together, and it feels very, very special to do it this way.
So no one has to be worried, it is coming. They just have to be a bit
It's always
patient.
coming.
Yeah.
If we're playing it out and there's hype and we're sort of teasing it out a lot, then it's always coming, and I think good things come to those who wait, so.
Okay, let me see. What else? Oh yeah, I would love to talk a little bit more also. Someone is asking, is the skate park theme linked to something? But I would love to know more about the colors and the creative direction, because I think it's so fun.
Oz is a professional skater.
Yeah. People could see, like, I think the skateboard videos of me like failing. I didn't want to post that, but like I'm not a skater, no.
No, like the creative direction and everything. We have an amazing team. Kai and Els are on top of the creative direction. They absolutely killed it. And yeah, they came up with the dots and the balloons and the colors and the Withness and Mate as well.
From Italy.
From Italy as well. So yeah, we just have amazing team. That's also a new development of this year. Like before this, we used to do most of the things either ourselves or we would hire like externally. But now we're starting to work with our own team, and it's been a blessing and a lot of fun taking the team also all around the world with all these puppets we've been doing, and it's just, yeah, we love it.
I also want to check, thank you by the way, I also want to check if someone has a question maybe that's here. Like we do have a mic if you want to ask, yes?
Of course.
Yes,
Sorry, I have to ask a question, obviously. Maybe I missed it, but why is it called Withness with an H? It's
Oh yeah, we didn't even say.
Good
Yeah.
question. Good question.
Shit. Yes.
So obviously, like Witness is about like sharing these moments with people and like being with the people around you at like, you know, like creating these fun moments all together. Whether it's dancing together or, you know, having a drink together. But it's all about togetherness as well, and hence the witness instead of like just to see it like you're part of it.
Yeah. Like witness, I feel you're a witness of a murder or you're a witness of a crime, you know? Like sort of more, yeah, these maybe more serious things.
And you're also not necessarily part of something. You just
see
viewing it,
Yeah.
you know?
And with you're like, you're part of it, you're viewing it, you're living it, and that's what we feel is what the music should be about as well. Like sharing it with people you love and enjoying those moments together.
Yeah, and then it's also kind of with you. Maybe that's like another meta level, but like once you get the music, like it's with you, but like now also everyone is gonna have it as well.
I guess we're gonna know from now on because it's gonna be out tomorrow.
Yes, but everyone got a preview today. Is there another audience question in the room?
Don't be shy.
Yeah, everyone's always shy in the beginning.
Wow, you're really shy.
I think he was just putting on his sweater. No other questions? Another one?
No, I'm just curious because obviously all the songs are within a theme. I think it's like disco, dance music, etc. Did you produce any songs that are like outside of the theme and that you decided like, okay, I don't want to put this out now, but it will come later? Or how strict are you with like this preconception that it has to be, okay, danceable or disco or whatever?
I think we have a few demos like that, but no, we didn't put it on this album because we know it's like the framework of dance music. So I think going in all sessions, we had the intention of making club records, but then we also sometimes just make something just for fun or for whatever. And it might see daylight later. Huh? Indie mornings. Just make punk in the morning and then, yeah, it might see the daylight later, but who knows? Not for now.
Thank you for the question. We're gonna also look at more online questions. Someone says, do you think we'll ever hear all those untitled tracks from the On a Trip tour again?
Which ones? There's a few, but it's mostly like beats, right?
Yeah.
I think we have had a lot of like instrumentals.
Yeah. I mean, you know, like we said earlier, like it really depends on whether we'll find the right person for the right song and like the right state of mind, I guess. And
Because some of the beats we still love and we're still listening to them sometimes, you know. Sometimes we have artists reaching out asking for beats or whatever, and then we, like some of those beats are still on the top of our mind. So who knows, like some of the beats we only made like a year ago. So maybe next year.
Let's see. Ooh, will the album be released on vinyl as well?
Yes. But we want to take our time.
Duidelijk.
Yeah.
Let's see. Does anyone know? Oh, we already had that. We'd love to see more set recordings online, like the No Art stream. Are there any plans for more streams in the future, like the Circo Loco Miami? We loved that.
I think we record all our sets, but we just feel like we want to keep our DJ sets special as well. Whereas we try to play new music every set, but then there's also a lot of recurring tracks. So I feel doing a set once a year or maybe twice a year tops is better to keep it as fresh as possible.
Yeah. And next to that, we also try to play a lot of unreleased music of ourselves and other people, and then it's a shame if it like goes online too soon, too early, and then like, you know, people play it over and over again without your, you know, your full-on go like, okay, here's your music, and that's just the danger of it. So we try to keep it like, I wouldn't say too exclusive, but like we try to keep it to ourselves, and then maybe one day we'll just drop an album with all recorded sets ever, and that's a crazy amount. But no, for now we just keep it a little bit more on the low.
On a hard drive. I think I don't see more questions from the online stream. There's a question in the room, too. Yay.
Yes, what's up?
What's up?
If you could pick, because your music is very contemporary, and if you could pick, would you go like 100 years back in time or 100 years in the future and be an artist of that time, and why?
100 years back in time.
Like,
The future is, I don't know about the future, man.
it's a good question.
I don't know
you
about
say,
the
huh?
past either, that's true. Yeah,
And
100
why?
I like it. I like it.
maybe 100 years in the future. I think so.
I'm not too sure about it.
I love the time we're in right now. I'm sort of content with this. Yeah. So I don't know. Just live in the moment. As
I would love to see. I would love to see if our music still translates to that time when it's in the future.
Like
And
the
I would love to.
1920s.
Yeah. And I would also love to. Yeah, exactly. Like love to hear if they would resonate with it, or if they would be like, "What is this crazy computer music or something?"
Relax, die eyes.
You also had a question, right? What is your favorite song? That's actually a really good question. Thank you.
Like in general, or of the album.
I think of the album, right? Yeah. But both. If you have a favorite.
Mine is Like It. I just thought about it today. I didn't really think about it too much, but like, I don't know. Whenever I hear that song, it just like brings up a good energy.
You really like it.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
I think for me it's Withness. Yeah, I don't know. It just the feeling we had in the studio that moment. It felt like really having a party, you know, and then a party with everyone on the same level. So for me, that's like the special one.
Lovely. The last song was called Dance Till It's Over, but actually it's not over because there's a pop-up happening now.
Yeah.
Do you see how I built the bridges?
Nice.
Like, yeah,
I like
I'm
it.
really,
Yeah.
I'm working the mic. No, I'm just kidding. But tell us a little bit more about the pop-ups, actually, because there's one happening in 15 minutes? Yes.
Yeah. Are there people outside already or no?
There's probably people outside.
Yeah. The pop-ups are basically like a place for people from all backgrounds, all wherever they come from, wherever they live, and it's a way of giving back as well. Like, you know, we obviously play a lot of shows around the world, and some people don't have the chance to see us. They might be too young, or they like maybe they can't buy a ticket or whatever for whatever reason. And this is a way to put out a free party where people can just show up, and you know, sometimes it's super open. So for instance, in Rio we did one where there was like no fences around the place where we were doing it, so like anyone could come in. But sometimes, unfortunately, we're limited to like a venue or whatever. But it's just a place where we can showcase our music, and where we can invite people to listen to our music in a way they've never experienced us before, where it's less about VIPs or less about like, okay, you have to be
On the guest list.
exactly. It's more
Everyone's
like
welcome.
yeah.
It's free. Everyone's there to enjoy themselves, and we get a chance to share the music that we've been working on. And then, you know, it's also always a nice opportunity because when you do a free party, some other venues are more accessible. So we did like a train station in front of Milan.
Yes. Do you want to talk a bit about that? Because it was the first time that they allowed that.
Yeah, and the Italian government is not always easy on doing like dance-related things. So this was a really special moment. Yeah, and we had like, I think we had 60 police and military coming from the government to make sure everything.
They are dressed in
Yeah,
Italy,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Apparently they screened our profiles and they were like, "Oh, these happy kids,
Yeah.
they can do it on the square. It's fine." And yeah, we were just lucky enough and with a good team, and we set it up, and it was incredible. Beautiful building,
And,
crazy atmosphere. Yeah, it was great.
Well, I think on that note, we're ready for tonight's pop-up. I want to thank you both so much for sharing all the insights and being with us. Thank you all so much for being present, both online and
Thank
in the
you.
stage.
Thank you, everyone.
Woo! And then maybe it's nice to say that if people only joined the live stream later, they can still watch and edit afterwards, I believe, on YouTube, right?
Yes.
Did you still want to answer a question that's here? Let me see.
Why not? I see a few on the bottom.
We have like 5 minutes, so yeah.
Album tour set design.
Are you planning to do more collaborations with other DJs in the future?
Maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
It's like we sort of love making songs and working with artists that are outside of our comfort zone. So we try to sort of be in different genres and everything.
Yeah.
But who knows? Maybe in the future.
And then is there any update on the unreleased track, Show Me How You Feel?
Might see daylight in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think people should be happy with what is coming out now.
Oh,
'cause it's a lot.
if you show me.
And then,
Yeah, why not?
let's see. Oh, what's each of your favorite songs to play when DJing?
Of this album?
Yeah,
For me,
I'll just decide that, yeah.
talk to you.
Talk to you?
Yeah, talk to you.
And then in general?
General.
Yeah, do you
right
have-
now.
Yeah, right now?
Wow, there's too many.
Yeah?
Yeah.
People have to come and
Come and
experience.
see. Yes.
Yeah, I think. Oh, do you guys have any ideas for the album tour in terms of set design and production? Because,
Yes.
yeah.
It's gonna be like an extra special version of this.
Yes. Just come to the shows. You'll
And
see.
then you'll see it.
Yeah. All right, people are already coming into space, so I think we'll wrap it
Let's
up.
do it.
Is there anything you still want to say in the end?
Thank you all for being here. And
Thank you for witnessing the moment.